Hey gang! So we're backyard filming once again. I have an experiment that's been ongoing for about a week now. I've never actually tried the fermented suint method, and I figured dill, being a nice high lanolin fleece, would be a good place to start. So what I have in my little tub here is some of dill that's been baking in the hot sun and rainwater for about a week. I haven't looked yet. We're going to look together. If the smell is activated, there could be some gagging. I don't know. I'm usually pretty good with smells. They usually don't bother me. But from what I hear, this is an exceptionally stinky smell. I'm going to adjust the camera and we're going to open the bin and see what happens. Hang on. Leave it to me to wear a white sundress when I decide to do this. Never said I was overly smart. All right, the lid is unlatched. How does it look? Whoa! Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, that's a smell. That is a smell. Okay, so there is a film on top, but it also almost looks like there's mold growing, which I don't think is a good thing. So I think my little suint bath has failed. I don't know. It's yeah, it looks like mold over here. I'm not sure, guys, but there's definitely a crust on the top. It smells like a deep rotting swamp water is what it smells like. If you've ever been out into the heavy bush and smelled a swamp, that's kind of what this smells like. So, because of my concerns that this is mold, I think, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the color it's turning. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, I mean, the smell is awesome, and they say when it stinks you can take it out. So maybe what I'll do is first clamp the lid back on that. I'm gonna get some rubber gloves and we're gonna pull this out and rinse it and see what happens. And I might change out of my white sundress into something I don't mind getting dirty, because it does look like we are ready to work with this. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. I have changed out of my white sundress because I'm not a complete moron, just 90%. I do not have regular rubber cleaning gloves. I have to get some, but it's just never something I use very often. But I do have a bunch of medical grade gloves that I'm going to use, mostly to protect myself in case there's anything, like in case that is mold in the fleece. I don't want to absorb it through my skin. So gloves it is. This is a rare occasion. You don't see me wear gloves very often. And I brought a spare pair in case I blow out a hole in it. I have my giant salad spinner here. So I'm going to take the fleece out, spin it, and then I'm going to put it in this rack for rinsing. All right. Here we go. That is, yeah. That is a powerful smell, let me tell you. I'm sure my neighbors are gonna love me. Oh, that's more than just a sheepy smell. Whew. But yeah, that definitely stinks. All right. Just gonna elevate my tub so I can see what's going on here. I didn't think it would be hot enough for this to cook, but apparently it has been. That's, yeah. Whew, that's stinky. I would leave it in, but I'm just worried that that black is mold. But if this is what a fermented Suint bath is supposed to look like, then I say successful. There we go. Okay. That's the first batch. Run out. Yeah, this is kind of gross, guys, and I have a high gross threshold. But if you have very limited access to water, this is going to be your ideal method for cleaning a fleece, because it doesn't take much water. Because with a good Suint bath, you would reuse this, and it would only take a couple of days once you got the bath started to clean another fleece. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on that. That's yeah, that's a smell. Just gonna spin that gucky water out of there. Smells like swamp mixed with poop, mixed with sheep. I don't know, it's yeah, it's a smell. I'm not gagging though, so that's a good thing. Like I said, I have a fairly high threshold for gags. Right. How to describe it. If you've ever been in a swamp and you dug up the mud on the bottom, that's what this smells like, with a little bit of sheep mixed in. Whew. Yeah, that's aromatic for sure. All right, now I have been assured that despite the fact that right now the wool stinks, that the smell will go away when it's completely dry. This is the color of the fleece when it came out of the fermented Suint bath. Now here you can see this is almost like the lanolin has hardened and made this layer on some of it. See? It's interesting. Okay, I'm going to grab the hose and we're going to start rinsing this. Oops. I should probably turn this upside down so the water can run out. Well, you know, it's rinsing out really clean. Look at how that rinsed out. think I just have too much fleece in this bin, so I'm going to dump that all in there. We'll just spread out a couple of handfuls. Oh, that's disgusting. Can you see how that looks? It's so gross. I get the feeling that this needs to be fermented a while longer, or something went horribly wrong with it because it's not really rinsing out. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this fleece, plop it in there. We are going to dump some of this back in there, and we're going to give it a few more days. Oh, that's a powerful smell. All right, there we go. Back in you go. So today is Wednesday. Oh, I did crack my lid. I don't know if that's gonna, that could be why there's mold growing in there, but I'm going to, today's Wednesday, so let's give it till at least Friday, and we'll check back and we'll see how it's changed. And in the meantime, I'm going to rinse this out. Rinse this bit out, and I am going to scour it. And we'll see how it looks after that. I'll come back when I'm done rinsing, because rinsing is taking a long time. We're going to give this a fair chance. Now, this wool still stinks. Not near as bad as the Suint bath. Nothing can be as bad as that, but I've rinsed it out. I'm going to take some of this, and rather than scour it, I'm just going to put it out to dry, because they say when it's fully dry, that smell will disappear. So let's make sure that we're following the proper processes. So I'm going to take this, put it in my herb dryer, let it dry for a few days. I'm going to scour up the other stuff, and let's say Friday we'll come back, we'll do a second check on the Suint and see how this one and the scoured one turned out. So for today, that's going to be it. So tune in for part 2 whenever it gets posted, hopefully soon. And we'll see how things go with the fermented Suint method. And if you are sensitive to smells or gross things, definitely don't do this. Yeah, just don't. All right, but thanks for joining me, guys. And after I'm done this, I'm going to go take a shower, and I shall see you next time. Dr. Chaos out.